Switching things, guys, we have joining us this afternoon to tell you something special. A Nigerian rapper known for fusing global hip-hop sounds with African rhythms. As a leader of Nigeria's hip-hop revival, his commitment to authenticity and originality has seen him inspire a new generation of artists. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show, Ladipoe!
I like my introduction.
Yeah. First and first, what do you think about what we have right here? Because the last time you came to TVC,
yes.
it wasn't here.
I've been coming to TVC for years. You know, this music thing hasn't just been yesterday.
Yeah,
and
of course.
This, yes. I want to apply this to my career, believing that in the future something like this is waiting. But this is beautiful.
Thank you very
building.
much.
Yes,
Well done, TVC.
Yes,
Before I
great
go
to have
further
you here.
what club do you support? Let me know if I can continue this struggle.
Liverpool.
They never walk alone, so you have to be
I don't
beside
want to know
him.
if OJ has anything else to say. Okay.
You have to be with him. He
I
never
like
walks alone.
I like the quiet that I'm hearing. Yeah. Beautiful season. Beautiful season. What team do you support again, OJ? Remind me again.
Leave me.
I thought you were just bragging.
Ladipoe, we just completed football.
Oh,
I thought you were just bragging.
So let me be.
Oh, you sound like a Chelsea
Now
fan.
what?
Sounding like a Chelsea fan. That's how they talk. Talking about old things.
Oh, wow.
Old things.
You made your match today.
Yeah, let's focus on normal things.
Oh, now you want to focus
Let's not
after
talk
you
about
took
football.
us
Let's
back.
talk about new things.
Yeah. Now let's talk about why you're basically here
Yes,
for
the
the
reason
Made
you're here.
in Africa Loved by the World campaign,
Yes.
which celebrates great things. We
Yeah.
celebrate African creatives shaping global culture. How do you feel being part of this one, being featured in this 5th edition? Right?
Yes, 5th edition, exactly. I feel good. You know, it's always great to be spotlighted. It's always great to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
And like for me to be seen as one of the African creatives doing something special, of course, I appreciate it. And no less, you know, Meta and the people involved with it. I see myself as an ambassador, so I'm happy.
Yeah, so this particular campaign brings together creatives from music, dance, animation, photography, and film. What was it like collaborating with, you know, Fatboy Animations to bring your story to life? And how did that creative partnership reflect the theme, where culture meets connection?
Well, Fatboy Studios, they're based out in Kenya, I believe. And it's a guy, I can't remember, his name Michael? Yes, and he's what I really liked the most about it was the conversation we had to bring it to life. Because I'm rapping, I'm writing lyrics, and then he's taking and he's animating that. And that, it sounds easy, but it's not straightforward. You have to have some kind of understanding of what each person does and what will look good animated. So I'm thinking about that when I'm writing, and then he has to figure out how to take what I've said, which sometimes is more poetic than anything, and bring it to life. So I think that was really fun for me. I've never done that before. And so it's interesting that they're making African creatives show their creativity while doing something out of their comfort zone.
We like that.
So I really enjoyed the process.
I love it.
We like that. Talking about Meta and of course Facebook, how has Facebook itself helped you reach audiences beyond this local community? And how has it changed the way you share your crafts, engage with fans and collaborate with others too? Like you talked about Fatboy.
What's the coolest thing about it is that Facebook at first was just a way to keep in touch with friends. That's how I used it normally. And then I started making music, I started doing my thing. And you know, I used to post as Ladipoe on my Facebook, and then for a long while I just left it. And then a couple of songs later, I go back and I'm like, I had 300,000 followers on Facebook. And it just showed how people quickly found me, connected with me, even when I wasn't being so active. And now just seeing that, I was like, okay, I have to talk to the people that I've now connected with. And I think you asked a question about culture and connection. I think the in-between word is relatability. Culture is put out there by what we do, how we talk, what we eat, what we like to dance to. And then other people in the world, even though they didn't grow up the same way, they can relate to certain things. They can relate to the happiness you feel. They can relate to the fact that it's family. They can relate to so many things. And that is what brings connection. You know what I mean? So like, to be honest, that's the heart of music too. It's, you may not know what I'm talking about in that whole rap, but you can relate when I say, they enter your eye like false lashes. You're like, lashes, they enter my eye sometimes.
Of course.
And then you can relate and then you can connect. So I mean, it's all connect.
Amazing thing.
And you
that
look
Meta-
nice as an animation.
Yeah,
Animation fine, oh.
Now, many young Africans, they look up to you as a role model, definitely. What advice would you give to emerging creatives trying to build their global presence?
Global presence?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, nobody does it alone.
Okay.
You need people around you, and I think choosing people who have your time is key. A lot of times you want to choose that person that worked with that other guy that also blew, but you want to look in your own circle and think of the person that's always checking in, who always says, oh, you did that and that was dope, and is interested and has your time. Those are the kind of people that you need as team members, because I've realized you want to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you in the position you need them to be in. And that is how you go from here to here, because going global is about scaling up. Yeah. So surround yourself with a team, people that are like-minded.
All people are jotting things down.
As in, don't say we didn't do anything for you on the show. So African music, film, and art are dominating the global stage, as we can see at
Afrobeats to the
all
world.
the award ceremonies, when it comes to film festivals, when it comes to music awards,
yes.
when it even comes to anything
Yes.
African. The world is watching. They
Yes.
want to be involved. So where do you think African creativity is heading in the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years?
I think, you know, now it's a growing curiosity. I think by then it will be really embedded in the global culture, you know, because you have to understand that, okay, people like it, but think about this. Now there's a 5-year-old or who is growing up on African culture, Nigerian culture, South African culture being a staple.
Yeah, true.
So what is that 5-year-old going to be when they're 25 or 30? By then they will have grown up with it. It's one thing to see it now and like it. It's another thing to grow up on something. So there's somebody in, I don't know, Singapore who's growing up on Nollywood.
That.
And so I see in 10 years it being a very well established, you know, commodity in the global space. Right now, some friends of mine, they went to Cannes Film Festival and they got this special mention. That's a major thing. His debut film, his name is Akinola Davis.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
And Wale Davids.
From Wale Davis. Those are my bros. And you know, they got a special mention. That is Cannes Film Festival saying, we recognize your debut film. And they're Nigerian, 100%.
True that.
You know, so to me, it's from Lagos. So to me, that's what we're going to start to see. We're going to start to see Nigerians and Africans as executives all over the world pushing what they know to be fantastic and top quality content. And we've changed the PR of Nigeria. When I was younger, we were known for other things.
But now it's different.
Yeah, we're global, baby.
Exactly.
It's different.
As you can see, recently, Facebook continues to introduce new tools for creators, and these features have been most valuable for growing your audience and collaborating with others, right?
Yes.
Have you used any of those tools?
That's what I'm starting to get into. My manager is right there. We've been talking about, okay, so what's the next step? How can we continue to, you know, communicate and connect with like my Facebook audience that is growing and growing? So that's something I'm really excited to like get into. You know, so maybe the next time we see, I have more of what I've done with it, but now I'm just excited to start working with it. It's like a new toy.
Definitely loving this. Is there any other thing you'd like to share with us? We noticed that there was a collaboration with Style Plus.
Yes.
Where did that come from? How did that come about?
No, so first and foremost, yes, there's a song out called Olufunmi, The Missing Recipe. It's my remake, my remix, whatever you want to call it, of Style Plus's classic song. And it just started as a freestyle. You know, we put out me freestyling, we sampled Style Plus, and we put out a freestyle. And then they heard it, and then they loved it. And they now said that, oh yeah, now let's make this bigger. They now send me their vocals. And I don't mean just Shifi and Zio, but Tunde as well.
Tunde is...
That would be lovely.
You know, so they did that, and then we put it out, and people are hitting me up saying, thank you so much. I never thought we'll see Tunde, Zil, and Shifi again,
Together,
you know, together. And then people are saying, oh, it sounds so good. And to me, to get that is really amazing because I know what that song was for me.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just a special moment. Everybody, Olufunmi, The Missing Recipe is out right now. Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, it is. I love it. I love everything about that.
Thank you.
And I love your progress. I love how you started with Feel Alright all the way down to where you are right now. Like during the lockdown.
Yes.
That particular song, the one
Know
with
You.
Simi, Know You, that just got a lot of people going, especially on TikTok. I did one of the trends too. I jumped on it.
I think we did part 2, right?
We did part 2
they did
as well.
part
Yeah,
two.
for
So
Simi's
it
album, Know You Too.
It was blown. It was blown. You had to do part 2. And then you being here right now for this 5th edition and then still talking about this visuals that we just saw, the Olufunmi recipe, the missing recipe.
The Missing Recipe,
Yes.
exactly.
So what else are we expecting from Ladipoe?
Well, to be honest, I'll tell Activity is going to be the first one to find. I'm going to drop a new song in beginning of June is called Folashade.
Ah.
And this is, I never thought I'd be the artist that have a song that's
With
a
somebody's
woman.
name.
I'm telling you, I always used to say, well, how many
Quick question, who is Folashade
Ama-
in your life? Or who was Folashade?
Do you know who I think Folashade is?
Who?
It's somebody that is the crown. You know what I'm saying? That the crown on your head. I feel like you know, people don't, you have to understand, if you're a king, it's because there's a woman that's allowing you to be that.
Tell
That's
them.
allowing you
Tell
to be
them,
that.
tell them.
Yeah, you know, so for real, I feel like the Folashade in your life is the one that's letting you be
Aww.
seen. Yeah. Captain, you have to listen to it.
I will
Definitely.
listen to
Do
it.
we have any choice?
We wouldn't even
don't.
play for it when the video comes
Hey,
out.
but you knew that.
Just send us a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any other thing, Meta, ChatGPT, and Meta, Facebook, anything you want to say?
Well, what I really want to say is I've been working. It's really cool to link with Meta on this. It's really cool to be recognized. It's really cool that these kind of programs are happening for African creatives. I've always felt like African creatives are the ones that are going to reignite the economy, the GDP, bring new PR to the country, you know. And I feel like now is the time. Now is the time. And I'm working on an album. I hope it's out this year.
Yay.
And it's just a way to say and tell the audience base that you can win here too. Anybody who's paying attention to me, I'm an example.
So you knew that?
Yeah, for real.
All right, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming on the
guys.
show today. It was a pleasure to have you here. And guys, you're not left out. It was a pleasure to have you watch the show today. We hope you had an amazing time. It's been the Throwback Thursday edition of eSplash on TVC. And we had OJ in the building, Ladipoe in the building, and Lady Cat says goodbye.
Now, this is the original.
This is the original.
Before the missing link.
For the business, this is the original. Enjoy
When
it.
I did, I'll be the one take care of you, for you.